So. Transition. Hello, everybody.
How you doing?
Welcome to another episode of the Battleground Games Live. I'm hoping everything is going well currently. It's just myself and Tim tonight. And right now we're actually just making sure that our mics are going through. We currently have chat up on the big TV, but I don't know as of yet if it's actually full-on connected because it's just getting kind of a loading bar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to really quick check to make sure through the actual Twitch app that we are currently streaming and make sure that we are actually getting our volume through.
Yeah, give us like a thumbs up or something.
All right, we are getting volume.
We're getting volume, sweet.
All right, so we are good. I'm going to mute that real quick. All right. So hello, everyone. For those who normally tune into our streams on Fridays, we usually have the group of myself, Amanda, and Andy, but they are currently in Boston hunting their own coven of vampires. What do you call a group of vampires?
Group of vampires? That's a nest.
Oh, a nest of vampires.
Yeah,
okay.
Nest.
But we are super excited to be able to play tonight. Our big game of the evening is
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the board game.
So, just as a quick intro, this is Battleground Games Live. We are located at the Abington Battleground Games and Hobbies store, where there is a very nice and convenient loft to stream from. I am John Toomey. I am a regular here at the store, and I usually play with everybody here on Friday nights, 7:30 to about 10. And tonight I have a special guest.
I'm Tim Walsh. I was on here once before when we played Era of the Ninja.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I love that game. I'm always here. Well, I'm here as often as I can be every Thursday for game night. It's great. I love it.
Game night Thursdays is really good.
Yeah.
If anyone's interested at all, Abington store Thursday night game nights. We started about 6.
Yeah, like around 6:30.
Yeah, I never get there till about 7. Work's always in the way.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's fun though. There's a great group of people you get to play with, and last night we actually got to play some of. We got to see some demo games, right?
Yes, Blue Orange showed up.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. I'm looking forward to actually picking up Dragon Market. That was a lot of
that
fun.
was a fun game, Dragon
that was
Market.
Really cool. Oh man. But Tim. So, you had brought up before on a previous Thursday night that we were going to want to play the Buffy the Vampire game because we had previously been playing a lot of co-op games.
Yes. So should I remove the box now? Or?
No.
Oh, no.
That's a nice little load up just to make sure it's cool.
Okay. So Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the board game, first of all, should not be confused with an earlier board game that came out that is also called Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's a different colored box. I think it came out in the 90s, I think. That game, I think, is like a card. I think that's mostly a card game.
Okay.
This game is more thematic to the show. And basically, it's a co-op game. Each player gets to play one character from the show, of the characters that are available. Tonight, I think we're both going to play 2.
Yes, to make sure that we actually have a chance.
Yeah.
I think is a good option. But a lot of nice co-ops. When you play with 2 players, you play with multiple characters. Anyway, that's how I like to do it with like Ghost Stories.
Yeah.
So that fits with me.
Each of us is going to be 2 characters from the show, and basically throughout the game we have to, basically what I love about this game is it's actually like a season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Okay.
There are 3 monsters of the week that are going to pop up. We have to defeat each and every one after the other. And at the same time, we have to deal with demons and vampires that are scattered throughout the city.
Okay.
And we also have to save townies.
Okay.
We don't want people to get eaten. There's a very good reason for that, which will be explained as soon as the board is shown.
Really quick, just going to check to see if our chat's actually working. I'm just going to send a hello and see if that actually works through the live chat.
Yeah, it keeps. I see connecting to chat.
I keep saying connect. So, for those wondering, I'm probably gonna have to look down at my side a little bit to just be able to keep up with chat if anyone's in there.
Yeah.
But, I don't know if we actually have noise then to hear bits or whatever. But if you want to throw a bit, I'll be looking at my phone to say howdy to any of our regular followers. Speaking of which, we have a new follower. Welcome, DD0. Thank you for the follow. That's so nice of you. I hope you guys are ready to tune in for when we have, I believe, November 2nd to the 3rd, our 25-hour live stream for Extra Life.
Oh, I heard about that.
Oh, you've never been here for that, have you?
I have not. No, like, I just started coming to game night, like, literally several months ago, so I have not been here for that.
Just as a quick sidetrack, our 25-hour live stream, it is 25 because we play during the daylight savings time hour. So we go from noon to noon playing board games constantly, and we get donations through the store for lotteries and whatnot. And we have online donations as well, which is pretty awesome. Last year we managed to make so much for a great cause, which is like Children's Hospital.
Oh, that is really awesome.
A lot of fun. This year we're aiming, I think, for like, we always try to up it. For some reason, Andy is like, every year it's got to be another rendition to make it feel like we've progressed. This year I think we have a pretty good goal of $6,000.
Okay.
Well, that's not our end-all goal though. That is just what we hope to accomplish with, the time we have. Because last year we managed to get our 4,000 goal, which is awesome. So cool. But I'm just looking forward to that 25-hour. If you're going to be here, we're going to be streaming the entire 25, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah, I will. I'll have to check my schedule on that, but that does sound like something I want to go to.
But yes, I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
Let's get back to Buffy.
So basically, it's you play it like you have to save townies, kill vampires, kill demons, or at least stun them. We'll talk about that more. And then you have to defeat 3 monsters of the week, one after the other. And then once you defeat those monsters of the week, then we have to investigate these clue tokens that are left behind. And for each clue token that we investigate, a plot card for the big bad is going to be revealed. And we have to defeat 3 plot cards in order to defeat the big bad.
Gotcha.
And while this is happening, we have to make sure that we don't get the lose conditions that are part of the game.
So what are our loss conditions?
The loss conditions are. Are we able to? Oh, they're able to see the board, right?
We can do an overview now. We're going to transition to.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, there are 2 main loss conditions. The first one is you got to look here where we have the apocalypse track. So the way this works is whenever a vampire or a demon or a monster of the week or whatever eats a townie, like this little guy, they get added to the apocalypse track.
Okay.
Once a townie is added to the apocalypse track, they cannot be removed. They are there forever.
Okay.
That being said, if we are able to move to a space where there's a townie and protect them from a monster that comes to eat is going to eat them or whatever, if we protect them, instead of a townie, we flip the townie token over and we just take a wound.
Okay.
Wounds go to the apocalypse track as well, but wounds can be healed and removed.
Oh, okay, cool.
So basically the first lose condition is once this apocalypse track fills up and reaches end, that's it. The Hellmouth opens up and all sorts of bad stuff happens.
So for those who might not be familiar with the show, the exact plot of the show is essentially Scooby-Doo meets actual killer monsters in a lot of ways.
Yeah, well, actually, what's funny about that is it's sort of like an homage to Scooby-Doo. The characters in the show call themselves the Scoobies. But yeah, basically, this town of Sunnydale is actually sitting on this it's like an opening to a demon. It's basically an opening to hell.
Yeah.
And
gotta fight all the baddies that are trying to make the hollow mouth open.
Yeah, and so all these baddies are being drawn to this opening to hell, and they're trying to open it. And the big bads, the plots for the big bads tend to center around the Hellmouth in some way or other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's, I guess, go on. Is that the only lost condition?
No, there's a second lost condition.
Okay.
The second lost condition is if all the wound tokens have been used up, and we can no longer, take a wound token to add it to the Apocalypse track. Then the character whose turn it is suffers from their wounds and dies, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
So
if one character dies, game over?
Game over.
Okay.
So we don't want the Apocalypse track to fill up, and we do not want to use up all the wound tokens, because if either of those things happen, that's, and each wound token is also a townie.
Okay.
So if, we run out of those tokens, that's it as well.
All right, gotcha. So, sorry, I got to split focus to make sure.
Yeah, no,
I'm usually the guy in the middle, so
Yeah.
I have no clue. But
I have your job tonight.
essentially. So, while we're setting up, I guess the big thing right now is let's go over characters. So I'm gonna get us going. What do we got?
So, well, first of all, we can't start without talking about the titular
Buffy the Vampire
character, Buffy.
and these are not photos, right? These are actual audience.
These are art. This is art.
All right, great.
So this is Buffy's character card. Now, each character card has has a special power.
Okay.
And we'll get into like how that works, later. But Buffy's special power lets her attack and move in the same action. Normally, you can't do it together in the same action, but she can do it in the same action.
Gotcha.
And whenever she attacks, all the baddies in the area she attacks in are stunned.
Okay, cool.
She's a badass. She's awesome. Like she's a tank.
All right, who do we got next?
We have her best friend Willow.
Best character on the show. In my opinion, Willow is the best character on the show. She goes through so much crap.
She does.
Oh my God.
So Willow's special, she actually has two special powers, but she can only use one each round.
Okay.
One is if she's holding a magic supplies, that's an item card. She can slay either a vampire or a demon while holding magic supplies.
Okay.
Normally you need other cards to slay those baddies, but she can do both with just magic supplies in her hand. The other ability she has is if she discards magic supplies from her hand, she can slay one baddie for each anywhere on the board for each magic supply that she discards to the discard pile.
Gotcha. And that's all represented by these symbols over here?
Yep.
All right, cool.
So she's all magicking up in this place.
I just want to say hello, Andy. Hello, Amanda. I know you guys are at the theater. The real reason they're at, they're going to Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's fun.
It's going to be pretty awesome. So I hope this isn't a problem to fix in post if we have any sound issues, but so far so good from what I can see.
Yep.
Hopefully we stay that way. Thanks, guys.
So our third character is Xander. Xander is Buffy's other best friend.
He still has his eye.
He is his special power is he can actually give both himself and another character an extra action. So normally characters can only do 4 actions. Xander's special ability lets both him and another character use 1 extra action. So that's pretty cool. He's a good support character.
Nice.
Then of course we have their mentor Giles.
What are they called? What is their title? They got a special title.
They're Watchers.
The Watchers.
The Watchers. The Watchers Council.
Okay, that seems to be the right angle to knock your flare.
Okay. So Giles, his special ability, he actually also has 2. One is passive, which means it's always in effect. He can hold 4 cards in his hand, while the rest of the characters can only hold 3.
Okay.
The other ability he has is he can draw 4 cards from the top of the item deck, pick 2, and discard the other 2. So basically, he has a better chance of getting the items that would be needed to take on a monster of the week or something.
Gotcha. And who we got left?
2 more. We have Buffy's first boyfriend.
Oh, the one who got his own show.
Yeah, Angel, which I like Angel.
Angel is the show. Okay, so full disclosure, Buffy was like, when you're a kid and you're going to school, for some reason CW always found it appropriate to play the horror shows at like 6 in the morning. So Angel was for some reason always on before Buffy. So I always got more Angel than Buffy. I did like the whole Wolf, Ram, and Heart thing though.
Yeah.
Especially that last season where they get like the stuff ends abruptly, but that's like all of Joss Whedon's stuff.
Yeah, he never gets a chance to finish what he started.
So I'm sorry. I kind of skipped over his ability.
Yeah, that's
what
right.
can he do?
So Angel, his ability is he can take the top 3 cards in the artifact deck.
Okay.
And then he takes one, and then he can either place the other ones on top or on the bottom of the artifact deck.
Gotcha.
Artifact cards are basically much more powerful items. Most of them are good for us. There are a few bad ones.
Okay. Finally, we have everyone's favorite bad boy.
Yeah, and this is probably most everybody's favorite character from the show.
Oh, of course.
Spike.
Spike.
So Spike has an ability that's very, very appropriate for his character. He is basically, if he's holding a weapons, that's another item in the item deck. If he's holding weapons, he can basically just slaughter all the baddies in his area.
Okay.
If he does that, though, then you have to add a wound to the apocalypse track. I think for every 3? Does it say on there?
This is a vamp out ability. For every 3 baddies slain, add a wound to the apocalypse track.
Yeah. So he can kill a lot of baddies. Usually he can only kill one in an action. He can kill them all in one location.
Interesting.
But for every 3, you have to add a wound to the apocalypse track.
Okay, so let's divide them up.
Yeah. So I'll let you decide who you want to play first.
Well, I'll pick the first one, and the first one I'm obviously going to go with is Willow.
Okay.
Because Willow is my favorite.
Your favorite character.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. I think I'll go with Buffy.
Okay.
We should
need
have
at least Buffy.
we should have Buffy in this game.
It's like playing Conan without Conan. Or playing, what's another good example? There's not many TV games that are actually good, so
Yeah.
it's hard to kind of go off that.
Well, actually, they are coming out with a lot more that are better. Because like we both love Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid, which actually plays very similarly to this.
We are that'll be a 25-hour thing, I think.
Yeah.
Because at that point, at least I can throw in anything that I can try to get into the sensors.
Yeah.
Power Rangers is something I'm going to try to get in.
Okay.
I'm
But yeah,
excited.
Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid is great.
I got the Bulk and Skull expansion.
Oh, nice.
They are gag characters in the best kind of ways. We got to high fives and say heck yeah and stuff. So it's fun.
But also, I really like the Doctor Who Time of the Daleks board
yes.
game as well.
We played that on the stream before.
Yeah, you have.
Amanda
Yeah.
painted the minis.
Oh yeah, I did. I saw
She
some of
is
that.
So talented.
I don't know how she gets all that detail in those little figures. It's crazy.
Lots. We got it recorded. We've got it all recorded. It's meticulous. That's
Yeah.
pretty much what it is.
But I love both those games, and it seems like they're just more and more. They're doing a much better job of coming out with TV
Going with Angel.
games. Okay. Well, since we have a vampire, I know some of you will probably be disappointed, but I guess I don't think I'm gonna go with Spike.
Okay, no Spike. That's fine.
I think, the extra action is a good thing, but I think I'm gonna go with Giles.
Giles. Okay.
So sorry, Xander. Sorry, Spike. Not this time.
All right. Really quick.
Um,
All right. Cool. Just making sure our levels are good.
okay,
Sorry, everybody.
you can hear us. Okay, great.
All right.
Now, before that, we also have to pick which big bad we're going up against.
Do you mind if I?
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll go over each one of these because
We don't have
we
to.
don't want to go over spoilers for possibly the show.
Right.
So
We don't have to do that. But I would suggest not going with the first evil just because
that's
we have a time frame and
Yeah.
he makes the game go a little bit longer.
Is there a learn to play or anything like that? That's usually what we play.
Well,
on the stream,
the rule book suggests that if you're a beginner, you start with the master.
Okay, so the master will be our big bad of the show. I'll just
Okay.
transition that real quick. Oh my God, they are fully glared. All right, so that is the big bad.
Yep, that is the master.
Oh my God, I always loved how the effects weren't perfect in Buffy or any of the shows, but they were just, you believed it because it wasn't CG.
Right.
That's what made it so fun.
Right.
I think my favorite character in the universe is who's the green demon from Angel who sings?
Oh, Lorne.
Lauren is my favorite, just because I'm sorry I can't actually remember his name because it's been so long. But Lauren and Gunn were my favorites from that era, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Gunn because he just evolved so much as a character, and he's great in the comics. And Lauren just because Lauren gets an actual satisfying ending in the books, which is great.
Oh, you mean the comics?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I recently read those, and I was like, oh, I'm actually so glad I read this.
No, yeah, because, like we said, Whedon doesn't usually get to end it on his terms.
Yeah.
So the comics allowed them to actually go through with, like, his final seasons of, like Xander gets his own affiliation of the Slayers.
Yeah.
Basically, like, Slayers International, which is cool.
Yeah.
And all this other great stuff.
That's great.
But yeah.
All right. So now what we need to do is we need to divvy out action tokens.
Okay.
So you get 6, 3 for Willow, 3 for Angel.
Okay.
I get 3 for Buffy and 3 for Giles.
Okay.
And then we each also get 1 special token.
I'm going to clear this box out of the way because we have snacks for later. But yeah. Okay.
So then you're going to line up your action tokens next to your character card where it says action, 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 and special.
Okay. That's nice. I like that.
This
I
is
like it with interactive.
Yeah, basically this helps you keep track of the actions that you take, which I love. I love this feature.
Okay, so really quick, I'll show it off on the Zoom again.
Yep.
How this pretty much looks. Transition. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. So that's the basic setup that you're going to have with your board when you play.
Right. And so once you get your action tokens, I'm just going to put this down here for now, and I'll pick it up again if we need to review that. Okay. So once you do that, then what you need to do is you need to place your mini. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have actual miniatures, but
standees are always fun.
Standees are fun, yeah. And the art is great, so.
The fact that they're drawn is nice. Could they not get her likeness though, Willow? Exactly, because a lot of them are like spot on to the actor.
Yeah.
Hers is the most cartoonish of all of them, I think.
I don't know.
I mean, she's still doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah. But she did How I Met Your Mother, Allison Hannigan.
Allison Hannigan, because you know she's a house no name in a lot of other franchises.
Right.
And currently she's hosting Fool Us.
Oh yeah, that Penn and Teller show, right?
Penn and Teller Fool Us, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you gotta look at your character card to see where your stand starts. So.
Okay. So.
For my character, it says Buffy Summers starts in the Summers residence, which is her house. That would make a lot of sense. Rupert Giles starts at UC Sunnydale.
Oh, okay.
Which I actually thought he would probably start at the high school, but...
All right, Angel starts at Angelus Mansion.
Yep, Angelus's mansion.
And Willow will start at the Magic Box.
Where all the magics are.
And she gets a magic supply item.
Yep, so we go through the item deck, and Willow starts with a magic supplies.
And Angel has a cross.
Angel has a cross.
Okay.
Which, gotta dig for a little bit. There we go. There you go. Buffy, understandably, starts with a stake.
Okay.
And Giles starts with a tome.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yep. So, I guess this is a good time to talk about what these cards do.
Okay.
So, the item cards are basically cards you're going to use to beat baddies and defeat monsters of the week and whatnot. So, if you have a cross, it has most cards have 2 different effects on them.
Okay.
One is related to an action.
Gotcha.
One is a discard effect.
Okay.
So for the cross,
you can discard during your turn. You may discard this card to move 1 vampire to in any location 1 space without using an action.
So that's the discard effect. Mm-hmm. So basically, the cards that you have in your hand, you get to keep them as long as you want.
Okay.
But until you decide to use the discard effect.
Gotcha.
And so, like for the stake here, if I perform a fight action, I'll just put that.
Hang on 1 sec.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
Yep. Just put that. So, can you? Yeah.
There we go.
If you perform a fight action, that's what that symbol is. Then you can slay a vampire because you're holding a stake.
Gotcha. Okay.
Same thing with weapons. That's another item. You can slay a demon. if you do a fight action. And then the discard effect is basically a free action that you can take, but you have to discard the card.
Wow.
Which is necessary. It'll be necessary through this game.
Okay.
And each card has abilities like that.
Okay.
So now that we have that taken care of, we need to reveal our first monster. Oh no! First we need to put baddies on the board.
Okay.
So we basically reveal 4 event cards for each player, and then basically put the baddies and the townies out that it describes.
All right, and of course, it's a newspaper.
Yep.
Because how else do you learn? Demons terrorize a Sunnydale cemetery.
Okay, so we're gonna put a demon at Sunnydale Cemetery.
And we have vampires look at Sunnydale High.
So we're gonna put a vampire at Sunnydale High. And right, so you can discard that.
You don't read any of the bottom part effects?
Not when we're putting out the baddies initially, but
Okay.
when we reveal these cards throughout the game, then we apply the third effect, and it's always bad.
Okay, let's see what we got.
So now we have a demon at City Hall,
Okay.
and then a vampire at the Bronze. That's the club where all the teenagers go to hang out.
Because of course there's a club.
Yeah. A vampire lurks at City Hall.
Okay.
And a demon terrorizes the Bronze. Bronze is very popular, as well as City Hall.
Well, there we go.
And then one more. A demon terrorizes Sunnydale High.
Okay.
And a vampire lurks at Sunnydale Cemetery.
Well, cemetery. Oh my god, all of them have 2.
They're all clustered together.
And they all have 2. Which is not good as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, well, what is good is there are no townies on the board.
Yeah, so how do townies spawn? Is it based on cards?
They're on the event cards.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes it won't just be monsters, it'll be a monster and a townie.
And a townie, okay.
But, so that's the good thing. The good thing is we don't have any townies, so we can just kill things.
Okay.
Alright, so since I am Buffy, I get the first player token.
Is that her only ability? Or
What?
is that just like, how does that work?
No, it's just every round we pass this off to the next player clockwise.
Gotcha.
But Buffy starts because she's the Slayer.
She is the Slayer. Even though there are like 30 Slayers by the end of the first season. Which season's the one with the freaking 1,000 Slayers?
That's season 7. Yeah.
Oh God.
I actually like season 7, but we can debate that later. All right. So okay. So now that we've revealed the baddies, we now need to find out who our monster of the week is.
All right. Trans.
I hope it's not Sweet. He's a great character, but his card is a really pain.
I can't show this up. We got Machida.
Okay, Machida.
Machida appears at the initiative base.
Initiative base. All right.
Machida's ability is, during monster activation, move the closest townie 1 location closer to UC Sunnydale. Then all townies in UC Sunnydale are immediately killed.
Yep.
Machida does not move during the monster activation phase.
Okay. So actually, this is probably the best monster we could have gotten for our current situation, because we don't have any townies on the board.
No townies, and these item requirements, I already have a magic supply.
So we need a magic supply and a weapons. So we just need
gotta
to get
go
weapons.
All right.
All right. So we have everything set up. We can start. I'm Buffy. I get to go first, and I can choose to do one of 4 basic actions, or I can do my special. You do not have to do these in order.
Gotcha. Okay.
In fact, it's best that you don't. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a search action. So a search action just lets you take the top 2 cards in the item deck.
Okay.
And then you add them to your hand. I did not draw weapons. We can actually let each other know what we have in our hand.
Okay.
Yeah. So I drew another steak and I drew a garlic, which I think I'm gonna use the effect of the garlic right now.
Okay.
By discarding a garlic, I can discard this card to place a garlic token. Garlic token looks like.
Oh.
Sorry. Looks like that. I can place it in my location without spending an action, And the first time a baddie would move into that location during their move activation, they just get repelled back from where they came.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to discard that, and I used a search action, so I flip that over to say used.
Okay.
And then we go clockwise, so off to Willow.
Okay, Willow will use her first action. So each location has an ability. I'm just wondering, what are the exclamation marks and what are these?
Yes, that is why I had the rule book out.
Okay.
So if there's an exclamation point, that's a passive location.
Okay.
That ability activates at the end of each round.
Gotcha.
If there is one of these symbols, the one that looks like an X, that is a location that has a special ability that you can use. That's another action you can take. I have all of the locations actions right here.
That is super useful
for you
because
to
I can't
read.
see the board.
Yeah.
All right, so for my action, I'm going to use the magic box's ability, so I can search the item deck for 2 magic supplies and immediately add them to my hand.
Yep, and then you shuffle the item deck when you're done with that.
Alrighty. 1, 2. Okay.
I
That
think
was easy.
Me think you want to use your special ability.
Methinks right. Magic supplies. Also, the more magic supplies I have, the more I can just use on monsters of the week.
Yep.
So we have to defeat 3 monsters, then the final boss?
Yep.
Okay.
So we gotta take the monsters of the week out first.
Alrighty, so.
All right. So you gotta flip. Oh, you did. Okay, cool. All right. So next up is Angel.
Okay. Angel's ability. Where is he at? He's at the mansion where
He's
he lives?
He's at the mansion. That's a passive location, so that there's no ability there.
Is a place of relative safety. When rescuing townies in this location, rescue 1 additional townie.
Now,
Yeah.
so that's not going to be helpful. So really the things he can do right now is he can move, which if you move, you don't have to move to an adjacent, you can move anywhere on the board.
Okay.
Or he could search and get 2 random items, or he could use his ability and get 3 artifacts.
Reveal
Draw
3
3
artifacts, cheap 1. I don't know what these do, so I just want to see what the
Now,
cards are.
what I'll tell you before we do any special abilities, whenever a special is used, we're going to reveal an event card. So more baddies get added, and maybe townies.
Just searching 2 items then.
Okay.
I got
We're going to have to use their special at some point.
2
But
wooden stakes.
okay.
I believe it is now Giles.
Yes, Giles' turn.
Perfect.
All right. So Giles is at UC Sunnydale.
Okay.
What does UC Sunnydale offer?
UC Sunnydale. Well, it's right below
I can spend 3. I can draw 3 item cards.
Okay.
So I'm going to use a basic action to use that location's ability and draw 3 item cards to Giles' hand. He can hold 4.
Okay, cool.
And he has weapons.
Okay. So
Okay.
that means we have to team up, you and me, and go on an adventure.
Yep. And basically, whenever 2 characters are in the same space, another free action is they can trade or give items away.
Okay, so moving. How many move do I get for 1 move action?
You can move anywhere on the board for 1 move action.
Just teleport?
The way I think of it is like, if it's Spike, he rides his motorcycle.
Okay.
If it's the Scoobies, they have like
the van.
the van, and Giles, I don't know, his car or something.
So, Buffy, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so Buffy has 2 stakes.
2 stakes.
I could kill some vampires.
Vampire murder is usually good. Foreshadowing for possibly our next stream.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Buffy. And I'm going to move Buffy to... I'm going to move Buffy to City Hall.
Okay.
That location has a pretty good ability for when townies come out. So I'm gonna perform a fight. I'm gonna use my special for this. So we're using my special. I can move and then attack.
Oh.
So I'm going to attack this vampire and slay it because I'm holding a stake.
Okay.
And when Buffy performs a fight action using her special, all the baddies in that location are stunned.
Okay.
That means he can't move during monster activation.
Gotcha.
So that was taken care of. Now we have to reveal an event card.
The new event is
A demon terrorizes Restfield Cemetery.
Did you just clean that out, didn't you?
No,
Oh, that's that cemetery. How many cemeteries are in this town?
I think there are 3.
Why?
Because so many people die. It's on a hellmouth.
Okay. You feel like you could be more creative than the cemetery sometimes.
The people are ignorant. They're not stupid.
Isn't it the same thing?
Well, they know that a lot of people die in this town. They just don't know why. All right, and then the second thing is a vampire lurks at Angel's mansion.
Okay.
So Angel could just kill him on his next turn.
Yeah, to dust a vampire
And
immediately.
you don't even have to use an action. You can just get rid of a stake.
Yeah.
Now that we're in the middle of the game, we do the third effect on the card. So this says, place this card beside the game board until the end of the round. The Hellmouth cannot be activated this round. That's not too bad.
What is the Hellmouth activation?
If you go to the Hellmouth, spend an action here to move a baddie to an adjacent location.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it there. Yeah.
All right.
So that was Buffy's special. On to Willow.
Willow is going to move.
Well, hello, Willow.
Hello. And trading, is that an action or is that just a free thing?
It's a free thing we can do. So you want to give me that? Oh,
You'll
that's
have the next action.
now here's the thing.
We'll trade a different item. Give me something else. Something you don't need.
I don't need garlic.
All right, give me garlic. You take magic supplies.
Okay.
Easy. All right. And now, Angel's ability. You may discard this card to dust. I dust that vampire.
Okay. Bye bye.
That wasn't an action, right?
That was a free action, so you still can do an action.
My other action is I'm going to now look through artifacts.
Oh, you're going to use your special.
Special.
Now, here's the other thing to let you know about special. If you flip your special, you don't have to use your special power. Flipping a special, you can use it for a basic action if you want.
Okay, cool.
But no matter what, every time you flip the special over, we're going to do an event check afterwards.
Well, I look at the top 3, and I pick one to keep, right?
Yep, so you keep one, and then the other 2 you can choose to either put on top or on the bottom of the artifact deck. Because some of the artifacts in there are very bad.
I will. So the big bad we have is the Master, correct?
The Master, yep.
What are his requirements to defeat?
So, well, we don't know until we reveal these plot cards.
Okay.
And we're not going to be able to reveal the plot cards until we defeat the Monster of the Week.
So what I've got is Mr. Pointy.
Okay.
Who specifically mentions big bads. Monsters of the Week require one less wooden stake to kill.
Okay.
And you may discard this artifact and set up a wooden stake to fight the big bad.
Okay.
I've got the Orb of Nezil Khan. Your fight actions target an additional baddie in your location. After you perform a fight or search action, you may move to an adjacent location. When your character is wounded, place a wound token on the Apocalypse track and discard this artifact. And finally, the Doll's Eye Crystal. Monsters of the Week require one less magic supply to defeat. I'm taking that.
Okay.
That immediately becomes useful.
So then the other cards you can put on top or on the bottom in any order you want.
I'll do that on top.
Okay.
And now we get an event.
No, yep. So what do we get?
The vampire lurks at Glarificus Mansion.
Glory's Mansion.
Glory's Mansion. And Summer's residence has a demon.
Oh.
And
Now,
finally,
it doesn't get repelled because it didn't move there. It was placed there, so that's
Okay.
unfortunate.
and then, if there are no baddies in the Hellmouth,
There aren't.
add a vampire to the Hellmouth.
There we go.
And that's it.
All right.
It is your turn.
All right, so Giles now has what he needs to take out the Monster of the Week, correct?
Mm-hmm. He needs a magic supply and a weapons, and I think this doll's eye means he needs one last magic supply, right?
If he's holding it. I'm not holding it.
Oh, okay.
So here's the thing. I have to do a basic action to move.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not going to be able to fight him just yet. But next time when I do fight him, what happens is I immediately discard the cards that we need to use to beat the monster. And then we have to do a check. And if we get one of these 2 symbols, then the monster is defeated.
Okay. Okay, cool.
If we don't, we fail, and we have to get these items again.
Oh, all right. Well, best of luck.
There is another way we can make it stick, but I'll talk about that later when we get there.
You need the head of like a Gorgon.
Well, the
Gorgon
other
head kills anything. So I mean, that just works.
the other thing you can do is if you fail to defeat a monster of the week, you can permanently get rid of one of your actions.
And that will just kill it?
And that'll make sure it's defeated, but then you have one less action for the rest of the game.
Okay, that's an interesting concept. In theory.
Yeah.
Who is the character with an extra action? Xander?
Well, Xander's special lets him and another character use an extra action, but you can't give that up as yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Okay. So back to Buffy. Let's see. Buffy. I think Buffy's just gonna go kill some more vamps.
More vamps?
Yeah. And I think what I'm gonna have her do. She's just gonna go to Sunnydale High.
Okay.
She's gonna move for that action, and then she's gonna discard a stake to kill that vampire.
There's another dead animal.
Yep.
And
You're speaking like an initiative.
yeah. What was I gonna say? The demon's still there.
Demon's still there, and I don't stun him because I didn't use my special.
Willow's gonna ditch this garlic immediately. I get a garlic token at the U.
So you gotta put a garlic token
At
at
the
the
U.
UC Sunnydale, okay?
And then next, we don't have enough accumulated baddies in one spot to use my power.
To use Willow, well, you can get rid of for Willow's special power. You can get rid of any
I know,
and get rid of them anywhere.
but in one locale. I'd love them to all be clustered.
It says one locale.
Oh, anywhere in general.
Yeah. So yeah, you can get rid of any. I would recommend getting rid of demons.
Okay.
They're harder to kill.
Boom. Special. I'll kill the one with Buffy.
Okay.
And where else do you recommend?
Um,
Garlic?
Summer's Residence,
Alright.
because that if we get any wounds, that lets us heal 2 wounds. So
Okay.
kill that guy.
Don't mess with Willow. That is like rule number
Ye-
1 you learn at like, what season was it?
She
You don't want to say what happens.
yeah, was that the season where she
Where she lost her second love. And then that guy had to pay for that.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was
Yeah.
okay. I know what season was.
Don't mess with Willow.
Yeah, Willow is technically more powerful than Buffy.
Alright, so Magic Box gets a vampire. And
Okay.
Shadow Valley Vineyard gets a townie.
Oh, we got our first townie.
Alright, he's just drinking.
Actually, you know what? Because it's the Shadow Valley Vineyards,
Okay.
sticking thematically, she's a dirty girl.
Okay.
No, that's me. That's the character of another big bad. Who?
What's her name?
No, it was the evil priest.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That show was interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, move one demon to towards the nearest townie. Move one demon towards the nearest townie.
Well, actually, I guess we can pick which demon, because it doesn't in a situation like this we can actually pick a demon.
Okay, but there is one right there.
There is, but the rules does specify that whenever something like this happens, we can interpret it towards our advantage.
Okay, we'll just move any demon that's... Alright, where do you want? You pick. I don't mind. Just do it. Okay.
You just-
The end. Whose turn is it? Angel. Angel has nobody at his mansion. So what he's going to do is he's going to move over to that magic box. That's an action. And ditch another stake.
He's killing the vamp.
Kill the vamp immediately.
All right.
Alright. And now it is Giles' turn.
Yes. So Giles can now fight the monster of the week. I discard magic supplies and weapons.
Okay. And now you flip that card.
And I flip this over, and I need either an Ankh or a pentagram. Sorry.
Give it a shot.
We have an Ankh.
Alright. Yay.
So the monster of the week is defeated.
Alright, that's one down.
I'll just put him right there. Yeah.
I forgot how they killed that character. I don't even remember any of the
I
monsters.
actually don't remember that
The
character.
monsters eventually... That's the other thing with Buffy looking back at it. Eventually, all of them just blended together.
There are some very notable ones, but...
The one that reminds me the most is the one that moves quietly through the house.
The gentleman?
The gentleman is the creepiest thing on
They
that
are
show.
the creepiest. Yeah, I would agree. They are the creepiest.
I remember in Angel, there was like one that fought luchadors. and then they couldn't do
That's
it.
right.
That's the only one I remember.
That's
really.
right.
The one that would eat the heart of heroes, and then they just pin him to death because they're luchadors, and they literally stick pins through his body.
Yeah,
Or something like that, but they're really spikes from the graveyard.
Right. I love that Angel episode where he gets turned into a puppet.
Oh God, it's that creepy little puppets where they stick it. They take the Jim Henson guy and actually shove the puppet's hand up Jim Henson.
Like up his spinal cord,
Yeah,
and
to
it's
make him
make
control.
yeah, that's wow.
The
Yeah.
show couldn't really show a lot because it was made for public TV, but
It came up with some creative ways to be
creative ways
creepy.
to get around it, like Batman's guns in the animated series, or the fact that Spider-Man couldn't throw a punch in the animated series.
Yep. Oh, 90s television.
90s TV.
All right,
So we beat a big bad. What's our reward?
Well, so when we defeat a big bad, a clue token appears.
Okay.
Whenever a clue token appears, you can use a search action to reveal a plot card.
Okay.
Um,
Oh.
Now, I would recommend maybe holding off on that, because as soon as a plot card is revealed, that activates during monster activation, and it's always bad.
Okay.
So we might want to hold off on searching the clue tokens.
All right.
So, but now once we defeat a big monster of the week, a new one is immediately revealed.
What do we got? Ethan Rain.
Ooh,
Ethan Rain appears at the crypt.
Evil Giles.
So we have the items. I haven't. Oh no. Well, I'll use my ability to get some stuff later.
So he said he's at the crypt?
He's at the crypt. At the start of a monster activation, replace Ethan Rains with Afrigon as the monster of the week. Discard and search the deck for monster of the week or discard pile for Ephion. Add him to the game board as the monster of the week.
So basically, he gets replaced with another monster, and I'll tell you that monster has some nasty abilities. So
let's just immediately kill him.
we want to try and just get rid of him fast.
All right.
So we need a tome, and what was the other thing there?
tome.
And magic supplies.
Magic supplies.
I have a tome.
I can get the magic supplies out of the magic box.
Okay, so
Your action was to kill it, right?
yeah, so I need to
Good.
do that.
All right. Now it is Buffy.
Yeah. So what's Buffy gonna do?
Buffy.
Is she just gonna go kill some more vampires? Maybe.
Sure. I don't know. I have this item that will help. You don't need a magic supply to kill something if you can get there.
Well, we have to be in the same space in order to trade. So
Angel's gonna go on his turn to move to Giles, and then
yeah. Okay. So we can do that. All right. Well, Buffy. I guess Buffy's just gonna. She's just gonna. Oh no! I know what she's going to do. Yeah.
Okay.
Buffy is going to Shadow Valley Vineyards.
Okay.
She's going to protect that townie from the demon. Now, the thing is, the demon can move there and the townie will still be safe, but... Well, maybe I should save that for later action then,
Okay.
because... I'm sorry.
The town will be just like.
Well, he's not going to kill her because he has to move and then...
And then attack.
Yeah, so, well, he attacks... So it's basically the townies don't die unless there's a monster already in their location.
Gotcha. All right.
So I guess I'm just going to kill this vampire
Okay, vampire
in the
dead.
Hellmouth. I'm going right to the Hellmouth.
No.
Get rid of this wooden stake.
Okay.
And goodbye, vampire.
All right. So now, Willow's turn. University lets me do what? Draw 3 item cards?
Yes, you can draw 3 item cards from the top of the deck. Now, if your hand limit is exceeded, then you have to discard down.
I have no items.
Oh, okay, there you go.
I got 2 weapons and a wooden stake.
Okay.
Angel is going to use his action to move to Giles' location.
And you're going to give me that artifact, that crystal?
Yep.
All right, so...
Now you just need a book to kill him.
Well, no, it says specifically this is for the big bad.
No, first part.
Oh, sorry, Monster, you're right. Monster of the Week require 1 less match. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. So Giles can move into place, but he won't actually be able to fight him this round.
Okay. Will that immediately cause a Monster of the Week activation?
Yeah, when the round ends, then the monster activation happens. So I don't think we can avoid Ethan Rain changing to the other creature, unfortunately.
Okay. What's Giles gonna do?
So Giles, in that case, what's he gonna do?
It was an easy kill too. What's his power, Giles?
Giles' special is he can take 4 item cards, keep 2, discard the other 2.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to do that, though. Instead, I think I'll just do a basic action.
Okay.
And I'm going to have Giles... Well, actually, yeah, if we're not gonna take on Ethan Rain, then I think I'll just, before I do my basic action, I think I'll discard my tome. If you discard a tome, you can draw an artifact card from the artifact deck.
Okay.
So I have Mr. Pointy.
All right, now you got the stakes. Hopefully that's useful.
So monsters of the week require 1 less wooden stake to defeat.
Almost let magic supply. God.
All right.
I
So
just got out of the rain. I'm still sleepy.
Yep.
What you got?
All right.
That's the end of the round, I believe.
Well, I haven't done my basic action yet because I just did a free action. So I'm gonna have Giles.
Isn't he using the? Oh no, you didn't use the power.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna move Giles to this vampire, and I'm just gonna discard the stake.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna discard the stake to dust the vampire.
Gotcha. All right.
So now we do an event check because that was his special. A demon terrorizes Sunnydale High.
Well, that's not good.
A townie needs help at Sunnydale Cemetery.
Oh, that is not good.
Sunnydale Cemetery. Actually, I'm there, so I can protect them.
Good.
And then place this card beside the game board until the end of the round, which is like now, so that's actually pretty good. Vampires must be stunned before they can be dusted this round, even by special abilities.
Well, now it's over. So the round is get rid of all those cards.
Yep, so these cards go away. That was actually pretty good.
All right. Then our actions reset.
Yep, so while the actions reset on our characters, the monsters now move. The way this works is first we do the big bad, and if there are any plot cards revealed, we do the plot card effects.
Okay.
There are no plot card effects. So then we move on to the monster of the week and resolve its ability.
Which is to search out for Ephion or some.
I think it's Edrigan.
No, that's the DC character.
Oh, Aegon.
Aegon.
It's Aegon. That's who we're looking for.
Aegon appears at Sunnydale High. He requires 2 weapons to kill.
Sunnydale High.
After monster activation, if Aegon shares a location with a character, that character becomes evil.
Okay.
So what does evil mean?
All right, so if you ever turn evil, you get this evil card.
Okay. Are you a traitor now?
You're basically a traitor for 1 turn.
Okay.
So for one of your actions, you're going to do something bad. But even when you do something bad, if you have a choice, you want to do the least bad thing.
Okay. What if you turn evil on the last round of the game? You just throw the game. You win. You win. You just gotta wait for the last turn. Turn evil. All right. So.
Well, no one's turned evil yet, right?
No. It's only if. What was it? After a monster activation, if Etrigon shares a location with a character, he turns that character evil.
It says after activation? All right.
So nobody's at the high.
Yeah, okay.
So we're good.
We're good. Okay.
Right.
That's pretty good. All right, so then does it say anything about Aegon having to stay still?
Aegon, no. Appears at the high.
Yeah.
After activation. Item requires nothing, 2 weapons. Discard item, then check to see if you succeed.
Okay, this is bad then.
What happens?
Well, see, the monster of the week gets to move unless the card says it stays still. So actually, he's going to move where Buffy is.
Okay.
Buffy's turning evil.
Oh, well, Buffy, you get the card.
So we've got an evil Slayer on our hands.
Does the first turn marker move?
Yeah, so the first turn marker is going to go to Willow. So she gets to go first. Now, after the monster of the week moves and resolves its abilities, we then go to the baddies. So anything that's stunned stays where it is because it's stunned. Anything that's not stunned moves. And the way they move is if there's a townie in their location, they get eaten, they die. This guy doesn't belong here.
No. We just use it for an example.
Yeah. If there aren't any baddies sharing townie locations, then they move.
Okay.
Vampires move one location towards the closest unguarded townie, or towards the closest townie that's guarded by a character. This vampire goes here.
Okay.
Demons work the same way. So the demon is also going here. This demon can't go there, and there's a townie there, so that demon's going there. This demon is going to go
Towards Buffy?
Yeah, so if it's not... Actually, I'm just going to check the rule book, because... Adjacent location with a protected townie, adjacent location with a character. Okay, so... Yeah, it's next to a location with a character, so it's moving here to the Hellmouth. And then... these guys, the vampire moves here, the demon moves here. Giles has a lot of monsters at his location.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's all the monster movement. This guy is now unstunned.
Okay.
And we now no townies are rescued yet.
Yep.
The way you rescue a townie is if you share a location with a townie and there are no monsters there, and the round ends, like after monster activation, then a townie gets rescued. But that doesn't happen now. Now, we do end of the round ability for the big bad. And for the master, a vampire lurks at each location containing a clue token.
No, vampire.
So if we keep the clue token out, something bad's going to happen, but if we search it and reveal the plot, something bad is also going to happen.
Well, that's the point, man. All right.
This is Sunnydale. Everything is bad.
All right, so my idea is I have 2 weapons to kill the monster.
So you want to go right at him?
I could, but then I can't attack, and then you have your evil thing. What are your evil things?
Well, so what happens is I reveal an event card, and depending on the symbol, I do an ability. So if it's an Ankh, then I choose 2 items for non-evil characters to discard. If it's an all-seeing eye, I activate 1 baddie. So I guess if it's stunned, then I activate it. And then if it's a pentagram, I activate the monster of the week or the big bad.
All right.
So I activate their ability.
Well, let's pray. So I'm going to move immediately to the big bad, or the baddie of the week.
Okay.
That's it. Angel's move. Angel is going to... What is that called? That underground area?
That's the initiative, but you can't use its ability. The reason is because there is a vampire there. If there's a baddie or monster there, you can't use the location's ability.
What if I use this cross to move that vampire into garlic?
Yeah, you can discard the cross to move the vampire away and then use its ability.
All right, I move the vampire into the garlic.
Oh, wait, but then it gets repelled.
Oh. So then no.
I don't think that'll work.
Okay. Well, then I will teleport immediately to the Hellmouth.
Okay, so you're going to move to the Hellmouth instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is now Giles' turn.
All right, Giles. Okay. Giles, he's got a lot of baddies there.
Move that townie.
I can't. The only way to move a townie is to either use the City Hall ability or to rescue them.
How do you rescue again? I'm sorry.
So you have to basically, after monster activation, there has to be a townie or townies with a character in a location without any bad guys.
Okay.
So I think I just need to try and clear this area out. And I think I'm going to use Giles' special to get some items.
Okay.
So I get to draw 4 items.
Keep 2.
Keep 2.
And that triggers another event.
All right. Well, I have steak and weapons. That is what I need.
Perfect.
So these are discarded, and then a vampire at Sunnydale Cemetery.
Okay.
That's where I am.
Yes.
So many baddies. Oh, it's a party. A townie needs help at Sunnydale High. Sunnydale High.
Okay.
And then, if there is currently at least one vampire sharing a location with the character, add 1 wound to the apocalypse track. There is.
Yes. All right. And what symbol was that? A cross?
Yeah, it was an Ankh, but that doesn't matter for this. It only matters when you try to defeat something.
Buffy's evil thing.
Right, so Buffy reveals a new card.
What is it?
It's a pentagram, which means...
You activate the big bad.
Or monster of the week. So what does this guy do again?
You turn stuff evil.
They got your
You
location
turn
card.
all 3 characters evil?
No, I'm not going to do that. All right, so I will activate the big bad, which is basically I add a vampire to the initiative location.
Okay.
I picked the lesser of 2 evils.
Okay. Is that Buffy's entire turn?
That is Buffy's turn.
Okay.
So she's no longer evil now.
Willow uses both weapons on the demon with the weird name.
Aegon.
Aegon.
All right, so we need...
Pentagram or eye. That's an Ankh.
and we failed. Great.
Well, action.
Oh, you're going to use up an action
I
to...
don't care.
Okay. So you're permanently giving up an action to get rid of it?
It's fine.
That's fine. All right.
Fine.
So he's defeated.
You are defeated, demon.
Add a clue token. And then a new big bad is... not big bad. A new monster of the week is revealed. The last one. Bezoar appears at the Hellmouth.
Oh, yay!
Where everybody already is.
Yay!
That's actually pretty good.
Pretty metal.
During monster activation, each townie wounds a character in its location.
Okay. What are his items?
We need a tome and a weapons, and
You have a weapons.
I have a weapons.
No tome.
No tome.
Alright.
So we need to get those.
Angel's turn. Search. Items. I got a tome and a stake. I slay a vampire. Oh, those are demons?
That's a demon and the monster of the week. So you need a weapons to kill it,
Alright.
and it can't be stunned.
My turn.
Alright.
Get over here, Giles. Leave the townie.
Leave him to die.
Leave him to die. It's the one thing you can do.
So wait, that was Angel's turn?
That was Angel's turn.
I'm sorry. What did you do with Angel?
I grabbed 2 items.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I
Sorry.
searched.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Sorry, Townie, but I think we'll just leave you to get eaten.
Yeah.
It happens.
Lesser of 2 evils.
It happens.
Alright, come on over.
I'll move to the Hellmouth.
I trade you stake for weapon or cross. Which one do you want?
I'll take a steak.
Okay. Alright, now it is Buffy's turn.
Yeah. So Buffy, she doesn't have any weapons. She can, so she can't kill anything right now. If she uses her special, she can stun that demon.
Nah.
Which might not be all that useful. Okay.
Search for items.
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna
Search for
I'm gonna
items.
search.
There you go.
I have weapons and a tome, so I can kill that demon right now.
Can you?
If I discard the weapons, I can discard it as a free action. I can kill as a free action.
Oh yeah, but don't you still need the item?
Well, but you have.
I have the other 2.
Yeah. I mean, we could always. Actually, we could just keep these in case we fail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
alright.
was my idea.
Okay,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know if that was what you meant.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then we'll do that. So we will leave the demon alone.
Alright. Willow travels to the magic shop.
We'll travel to the magic shop.
End of return. Fight. Attempt to kill.
Angel's going after
Demon. What was his?
Bezoar.
I need an eye or an Ankh.
Yep.
It's an Ankh.
Sweet.
That's all 3 dead.
Yep. This monster is defeated, and another clue token appears at the Hellmouth.
Now the big bad is the only villain left.
So now we have to search these clue tokens to reveal his plot cards.
So, really quick, do we draw another big bad?
I mean, another monster of the week?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
We only needed to kill 3.
Well, there we go, everybody. This might be a shorter episode than we were expecting. Wow, that was rather quick.
Yeah, we did a good job. It also helped that no townies were revealed at the beginning.
Yes, that was pretty cool. But the game's not over yet. We could still lose.
Yeah, it could be, the plot cards could be very bad.
So, now that was all of my actions. Giles.
All right, Giles is going to, I guess he'll search and reveal a clue token.
Really clue.
So we take a card at random from the plot deck.
Alright. He looks so angry at all times.
Well, I guess you'd be cranky if you were in his situation in season 1, which I will not spoil.
That's the one thing I do enjoy about the vampires in Buffy. They're not made to look attractive.
Yeah.
They're just horrible monsters.
So to defeat this plot card, we need 2 stakes.
Alright.
And it says, anytime a townie is killed in a location containing at least 1 vampire, spawn a vampire in that location.
Alright, you have 2 stakes, Giles. You can do this.
I can do this. Actually, we're not able to defeat plot cards until all 3 are revealed, and then the master is revealed at his location.
Okay.
Which actually, though, coincidentally enough, is here.
Perfect.
So
Perfect. Stay there.
This game is going very well.
Okay, Willow's turn. She's gonna have to use her special.
It is Willow's turn, is it? No, it's Buffy's turn.
Oh,
isn't
Buffy's
it?
turn. My bad.
Yeah, it's Buffy's turn.
Around we swap turn order.
All right, so Buffy has axe. Well, we don't need those anymore.
Grab the other clue.
Okay, yeah, I'll do a search action for the second plot card.
Alright.
Which is, we need steak and garlic, and it says at the end of each round, any character that defeated at least 1 vampire must discard a wooden stake if possible.
Well, we haven't killed vampires this round. Good.
We haven't?
I haven't. Have you?
Uh,
Hold on. We're checking the stats.
Giles didn't.
Yeah, I haven't come across any vampires.
And Buffy,
The last
I don't think Buffy did either. No, you're right.
I think we'd be good this round.
Yeah, no.
That demon immediately spawned. It was like, we gotta get over there.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. If anyone's in chat, let us know if we used any stakes this round. I'm currently looking at my phone to see. But until I hear word otherwise, I'm going to say we didn't use stakes. I don't think we did.
Okay.
I don't remember us using stakes.
Okay.
If that card had come out earlier, we would keep note of that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Now is Willow's turn?
Yes, now it's Willow's turn.
Willow searches the deck with items to get 2 magic supplies. Magic supplies. Magic supplies. Now that used her special token, so that means she has to...
After her action is used, then we reveal an event card.
Alright, what's the new event, sir? Are we out of magic? There it is.
So a vampire lurks at Summer's residence.
Ha! It's burned. No, it's not.
It's Spike. He's being all creepy again.
When is he not?
A townie needs help at Glory's mansion.
It's fine.
And move 1 demon towards the nearest townie. I mean, we can pick any demon. This one's already with a townie.
It's already a townie. Move that one.
This guy?
Move that one, yeah. No, move the one out of the Hellmouth. Move him back.
This guy?
Yeah, move him back.
Like here?
Yeah, that's
okay.
fine.
All right.
That's fine.
We're doing so well. We'll let them die.
Who cares? Who cares? We're like the nerds whose head exploded for no reason in that one episode. Yeah. Okay,
All right.
Angel's action. He has to use his special to. He's gonna search for artifacts.
Okay.
I do not mind at this point. Artifacts. 3. I got a rocket launcher,
I love that.
fight checks if you get an evil eye or a pentagram. If you succeed, discard one white weapons item and discard this to slay any 2 baddies in your location. If the monster of the week is the judge, you may discard this artifact to immediately defeat him.
He's not the judge.
The judge is cool.
That was a good episode twist.
The darkest magic. Search for to check for an ankh or an evil eye. If you succeed, discard this artifact to slay all baddies in your location. When you do, you become evil.
Willow could use that to get rid of all these guys.
No. No. Orb of Nezub Khan. This is the one I had before. Baddies, add items to the apocalypse track. I'm going to go with the rocket launcher because it's badass.
All right.
Badass.
Yeah, just for your reference, anyone who has not seen the show, the rocket launcher is not magical or mystical in any way. It's just a rocket launcher.
I mean, nothing beats a rocket launcher unless you have weird immortality powers, which for some reason isn't really a thing. All right, event. Demon at Rosedale Cemetery.
Okay.
Townie at UC Sunnydale.
UC Sunnydale, Rosedale, right here.
Finally, if there are any demons at the Shadow Valley Vineyard, add one more demon to the Shadow Valley Vineyard. Okay, that's all of Angels.
All right.
Giles and Buffy.
Okay, so we need somebody to search that clue token.
Teleport.
Um,
Wait, give Buffy your items.
You know, I could actually. You know what?
I don't want to backseat.
Well, no. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have Giles trade me. These 2 stakes, and I will give him
the wooden horn or whatever.
what?
Pointy stick.
Well, this so
Counts as a stake.
well to fight the big bad. I'm not going after the big bad just yet. I'm gonna have him give me these 2 stakes,
Okay.
and then I will trade him a tome.
Okay. That's free.
Yep, that's a free action. So my action is I'm going to use my special. I have to use my special.
Oh, Giles' turn, isn't it?
You're right. It is. Oh, sorry, you're right. It's Giles' turn. So we'll do. Yeah, we did the trade. All right. So Giles, I guess I'm just going to have him move to.
The vampire place.
Well, I think actually no. I'm going to send Buffy there because her special will let her be most effective there.
Okay.
So I'm going to send Giles.
Back to where the town is in the middle of the cemetery.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, at the very least, we can protect him and get a wound instead of having him being eaten.
Okay.
So that's Giles' last action. Buffy is going to use her special. She's going to move here. She's going to perform a fight action. And so that means she automatically dusts 1 vampire with a stake. She's going to discard her 2nd stake to dust the other one.
I thought you need both stakes to do that card, though.
What?
This one. Don't you need 2 stakes?
Well, we can use
you have the pointy stick. Okay.
Mr. Pointy. And then she'll check out the clue next time.
All right, that's the end of the round.
Yeah.
All right, activate.
Oh, wait. No, we got to do the event
No.
check. So, vampire lurks at Restfield Cemetery.
Oh, God.
Restfield. And then a townie needs help at Angel's Mansion. Save me.
They're dead.
And then replace any 1 townie on the game board with the vampire.
Okay, is that good? That means we get rid of. Put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
He'll so many monsters there already. He's a vampire already.
There you go.
Okay.
For 5 minutes, he turned into a vampire. All right. So.
By the way, this guy is gonna get eaten.
So is this one.
It's okay. We're doing so well. We'll just let them get eaten. All right. So yeah. Okay. So that's the end of the. Oh, that's the end of the round.
I activated my character.
So we do monster activation now, which means first we do these if they do anything. Any character that defeated at least 1 vampire must discard a wooden stake if possible. Buffy did, so that goes. Giles didn't, though. He didn't kill any vampires.
No, I didn't kill any vampires. Willow didn't kill any vampires.
Even if he did, he doesn't have a stake. He has Mr. Pointy, but that's not technically a win stake. That's an artifact. And then, anytime a townie is killed in a location containing at least one vampire, spawn a vampire in that location.
Well, they're both being killed by demons, so it's fine.
Yeah, so...
It's fine.
Yeah, this one gets eaten, put on the apocalypse track, and a vampire goes there. This one gets eaten, added to the apocalypse track, vampire.
Oh wait, what is it? I thought it was.
Did I read it wrong?
What mistakes? What is this one? Anytime it's killed in a location with a vampire, though, those are demons.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Okay,
Those
so,
are demons.
I mean, she's still gonna get eaten, but
They're both eaten.
yeah,
Doesn't matter.
no vampires
Doesn't matter.
there. Alright, so they're eaten, and then other baddies move. So this demon is gonna go here. This demon can't go there. It gets repelled, but it'll just go here. This demon would go here, but it gets repelled by the garlic.
Yep.
This one, however, succeeds. This vampire is going to go here. Or I could have it go there. I'll have it go there.
Okay.
This vampire is going to go here. And did I move this demon yet?
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh no! Where was the person who was killed? Were they right there?
There's a person here,
Okay.
and then I think the vampire moved.
Okay. Okay.
And then there was a person here. I just gotta check on one thing because I wonder if Giles gets wounded.
I mean, he's surrounded.
He's surrounded, but I'm not sure if he gets wounded or not.
Horribly devoured.
Okay.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Baddie. You want a baddie? Or wounds a character in its location. Okay. So, yeah. This is bad.
So what happens?
Okay. So, yeah, I forgot about all this. This is bad. Giles is going to get 6 wounds,
Oh.
which would get added to the apocalypse track.
2. It's fine. Need 12 to lose. 13 to lose.
We can also heal wounds, so that's something we can do.
It's fine.
Ouch. Ouch, ouchie, ouchie, ouch, ouch, ouch.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Angel becomes first player. Angel chooses nothing.
And actually, I may have made a mistake because I think the monsters that were with characters should have wounded them, but we'll just not do that because I can't remember where they go again.
Yep. All right. Action. 1.
Oh, no, we're not done yet.
No.
Sorry. Big Bad activates, so there's still 1 clue token on the board. A vampire goes there.
Okay.
All right. Now all actions are restored.
All villains are lemons. 2 new items. They're all crosses. I'll ditch a cross. Alright, now it is Giles' turn.
Okay. So, Giles.
Get to the Hellmouth. We can do this.
Yeah, alright. I'll move to the Hellmouth. Just leave those guys alone.
Buffy.
Buffy
We almost got this.
only has weapons right now. And that's not. I think Buffy is actually gonna go. Oh no, she's gonna search. Yeah.
Sweet.
Reveal the final plot card. At the end of each round, spawn 1 vampire at either Sunnydale Cemetery, Rosedale Cemetery, or Restfield Cemetery.
Let's just spawn all
Player's choice. Well, it's at the end of the round, so not right now.
Okay.
And we need a garlic and a holy water.
I have none. We have the steak. and another stake.
Yeah. So I guess we'll save that for later.
All right.
Yeah. So that was Buffy's action. Oh, and now the third card has been activated. The big bad is revealed.
The Master.
He's revealed at the Hellmouth.
Yeah.
I got it.
I mean, I was.
Oh, you're gonna show him. Yep.
Show it off.
And when the Master is revealed, place him in the Hellmouth. Then do a check for every 2 vampires on the game board. For each success, add 1 townie to the Apocalypse track. We could lose.
Oh,
right now.
Oh.
Oh
no.
So how many vampires? 2, 4, 6, 7. So 3. We do 3 checks.
Okay. For each what?
It's do a check for every 2 vampires on the game board.
Okay.
And then for every success, add a townie to the Apocalypse track.
So what is a check exactly?
We need to check for a pentagram.
All right, if we get a pentagram.
If we get a pentagram.
Bad.
Okay, not a pentagram.
Good.
Not a pentagram.
Good.
Not a pentagram.
Good.
Oof.
Yay.
Okay. All right.
Let's murder him. All right. Now Willow action. Willow flies to the
and
Hellmouth.
he goes to the Hellmouth.
All right. Willow flies to Hellmouth. Willow gives you wooden stake, Giles.
Okay.
Okay. Angel rocket launcher. You can't kill him. Angel searches for items.
Try and get that holy water and garlic.
You got weapons and magic.
Okay. We can use magic to heal wounds by discarding magic supplies. You can heal a wound.
We'll give the magic. Well, if I'm in the same locale, can I immediately? I have to discard, I guess, down first, right?
Well, yeah. You can only have 3 cards, so you have to discard.
Ditch card. Magic. All right. Now it is. Nope. It is your turn.
Okay.
Giles.
Do you want to heal a wound on the Apocalypse track first before you end it by discarding the magic supplies? All right.
All right.
So Giles is now going to take on this plot card.
Okay.
So.
Ditch 1 stake.
To fight the big bad. Oh, so yeah, I can discard both of these.
Does it instantly win?
No, but it's like in. I can use this instead of a wooden stake, but I need 2 wooden stakes, so I just discard both of these, I guess. All right. So now.
Or evil eye.
An Ankh or an eye. We already revealed a bunch of eyes, so we're kind of hoping for an Ankh. No!
Ditch an eye.
Can't.
Why?
Because when you're facing the big bad, you can't do that.
Oh, that stinks.
So.
Well, that ain't good.
All right, so we need some more stuff.
So.
Willow's there and Angel's there.
Yeah.
Do we have like anything else that we could? No, we don't. We need to get items.
We need items. We're banking on items.
All right, so that was a fight action that I failed at. Buffy. What's Buffy gonna do? Buffy actually is the crypt. Oh, the crypt is empty. Buffy's gonna go to the crypt.
Okay.
She can pick up 2 stakes at the crypt.
Oh, okay.
And then she can use her special for
attack.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I like that. So Buffy's gonna do a basic action to go to the crypt.
All right, flip 1. Willow will search. Got garlic. I'm gonna take the garlic and ditch the cross because we don't need a cross. And I give the garlic immediately to Giles.
Okay.
Angel searches. I got a tome. And I got a stake.
I could use a stake. Well, I guess any of us could use a stake. We're all there.
Yeah. If you have the stake in the garlic, you get to do it.
Yeah, I can take out this one.
I'll ditch the tome, give you the stake. Trade.
Are you
Well, I have to go down to 3 first, right?
Right, so you discarded the tome to get down to 3, right?
Yep, because I have the rocket launcher still.
Right.
I'm gonna ditch the rocket launcher actually and keep the tome. Can't use it. It's not worth it anymore.
It's not worth it anymore.
No. Tome.
You can discard a tome to get another artifact.
Sure. Ditch the tome. Slayer Scythe. Each time you perform a fight action, you may use your special ability to check. If you do, slay one baddie at your locale. I wish it was something useful.
Yeah.
Giles.
Okay, so Giles is going to do a fight action. Discard a garlic and a steak.
Come on, Giles. I believe in you.
And I need
Pentagram
or an Ankh. We have an all-seeing eye. Fails. Wow.
That's not good.
This is getting bad.
This is getting really bad.
Okay, Buffy.
Get some of those steaks.
I'm thinking Buffy might need to
Already there.
instead of facing okay, Buffy's gonna get the steaks, but then I think I'm just gonna move her here to heal some wounds.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use a basic action to grab 2 steaks from the item deck.
2 delicious steaks.
Oh, I completely forgot one thing. This is making the game harder for us.
What's that?
At the end of each round, all the discarded item cards are shuffled back in the deck.
Oh, alright, whatever. It's fine for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so I get 2 steaks.
2 delicious steaks. Okay.
You're up, Willow. Or actually, Willow could discard magic supplies to heal wounds, and then I may not have to go to the Summer's residence.
I shall do so. That's
So-
for free.
Yeah, that's a free action. That was 2 magic supplies.
Red supplies.
Yeah. 2 wounds are healed.
Search for items. I got holy water,
Ooh.
and I got a cross. Holy
Okay.
water for that man.
Okay.
And then an event happens, because I had to use my special. Vampire at Sunnydale High,
A vampire at Sunnydale High.
and a townie at Sunnydale Cemetery.
Sunnydale Cemetery. There we go.
And then if there is currently at least one character sharing a
Oh, that's
location,
Glory's mansion. She's with all those guys.
sharing a location with a baddie, one of them becomes evil.
None of us are sharing a location with the baddie.
That doesn't include the big bad?
Nope.
Alright, cool.
So we avoid that.
Angel searches. I got garlic. I got weapons.
Okay,
Ditch
give me the
garlic.
garlic.
Ditch that.
Alright.
Another event happens. Because every time I use the special action token, no matter what, I have to do an
Yeah,
event.
you have to do an event. Yep.
Demon and Angel's Mansion.
So many tokens. Alright, Demon Angel's Mansion. Yep.
Townie at the Restfield Cemetery.
Townie at Restfield. That's Rosedale. Where's Restfield? There we go.
Alright, replace the Townie with the Demon. I recommend the one in the middle of there.
Yeah.
Alright, that's it. Giles.
All right,
We
let's
got
hope.
holy water and garlic.
Yeah, let's hope we can finally take out a plot card. All right, so these go away,
Yeah.
and we need an Ankh or a pentagram. I think our chances are good this time. No!
And you had to say it out loud. And now it's recorded. There you have it. Well, there we go.
The master is indomitable right
So,
now.
Buffy. Well, now we play another event card.
Yeah.
Magic box. Vampire at the magic box. And a townie at the vineyard.
Vampire at the magic box, townie at the vineyard.
If there are any vampires and demons sharing the same location with each other, move them all to separate locations?
So
Oh, God.
all these guys go elsewhere.
Yeah, they all have to move.
Well, we can choose where to place them though.
Yeah, screw it. Vampires one way, demons the other.
Well, like it says, we can place them anywhere, right?
Yes, I have no clue.
All right.
It says
Well,
players choose.
I'm gonna place.
Oh, God, this seems...
Well, okay. So first of all, these guys are sharing a location, and there's a townie there. So I'm gonna move these guys.
Okay.
I'm moving them all the way over here.
Okay.
This guy is not sharing, so he stays. This guy's in here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, and he's here, so not sharing. These guys are sharing.
But they're all demons.
Oh, okay.
Separate vampires and demons.
Oh, okay, so I have to put this demon elsewhere.
Yeah. Put with the garlic.
Well, if I put him in them with the garlic, he just moves. I guess I could do that,
Or
though.
with the other demon. Don't matter.
This guy,
Don't
yeah,
matter.
yeah,
You
okay.
just gotta separate them.
Yeah, yep, okay. And then these guys are sharing locations, so...
Throw them all in the hole.
Like, put them all in here? Yeah, I'll put them all in here.
Sure, why not?
Just throw them all in there.
Why not? Why not? Alright, well, nuts. I'm out of actions.
Buffy still has her action.
Alright.
And I think what she's going to do... Actually, this could be... This is not too bad.
You gonna try it?
Well, she has her special left.
You do it. I believe in Buffy.
I can move here, immediately take out 2 vampires and stun the rest.
Well,
Although they're not going to do much bad.
you could try to get the bad again, though.
I can move.
2 stakes.
Oh, you're right. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, let's do that. All right. I'm going to use my special to move and then do a fight action.
Ditch those stakes. Oh, come on. What do you require?
All-Seeing Eye or an Ankh. All-Seeing Eye.
Okay, that's 1 down. How many do we need to kill? 3?
Yeah, we need to get rid of these 2 as well.
That's the end of the round.
Yeah. Okay. So
Actions all reset.
first
Oh,
is the big bad.
alright, what's he do?
So, oh shoot!
What?
I made another mistake.
What was the mistake?
This is a big one too. Every time an event is revealed, we do one of these abilities as well.
Immediately?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sorry about that, guys. Everything went bad so quickly
Yeah.
that I forgot that it could get so much worse.
Really?
So just for your reference,
Oh.
yeah.
Boom.
Just for your reference, every time one of these event cards is flipped over, when the master is revealed,
It matches the symbol.
yeah,
That triggers the events that are.
yeah, then we
listed on
do the action that matches that symbol.
Oh, boy.
So,
Well,
I mean,
that's the stream. We're not a stream for learn to play.
yeah.
We're a stream for make mistakes and try to see how it goes.
Yeah,
Essentially.
I do feel more comfortable on this platform making mistakes because that happens. Sorry.
Okay, don't worry about it.
I'd say that right now
Know it for now.
we probably should have lost by now, but all right. So okay, so Master activates. There are no more clue tokens, which is good.
Oh God. Oh, we got some buffering.
So we gotta look at his plot cards.
Hang on 1 sec.
At the end of each round,
I don't know if we're still. Okay, it worked now. Sorry, everybody. We were just buffering on my screen. I just wanted to make sure we're still coming through good.
okay.
All right, cool.
At the end of each round, any character that defeated at least 1 vampire must discard a win stake if possible.
I killed no vampires.
I can't remember.
You didn't kill any vampires, I don't think, because you just.
Giles.
found the
Oh yeah,
clue,
Giles.
you got the thing.
Giles went after the master.
Master, you went from there to
Buffy,
the clue, you
yeah.
went there, and then you killed.
Yeah.
went to
Okay.
kill the
So
dude.
okay. So that's fine. And then at the end of each round, spawn a vampire at either Sunnydale Cemetery, Rosedale Cemetery, or Westfield Cemetery. We get to choose.
I don't mind. You can choose.
I'm
The one with the more vampires. Oh, my back. Long day.
I'm not putting it with the townie, so it's not going there. All right, I'm gonna put him here.
Okay. And now 3 townies are devoured?
So yeah, so this guy is eaten.
That girl
This girl's eaten.
and that girl.
Yeah, she's eaten as well.
Well, that's a lot of townies.
We might want to heal some wounds on that apocalypse track.
Almost there.
And then after that, the monsters move. So these demons are going to him. No, that's a vampire. Sorry. Well, yeah, they're. So the demons are gonna move. Well, so this vampire is going in here.
Okay.
This demon's going in here.
Okay.
He's moving here.
Okay.
He's gonna move here. These demons move two spaces if they're not adjacent to a townie or a character.
Oh, wow.
So they go 1, 2.
Okay.
These demons I'm gonna say 1 repelled, and then 2.
Yeah.
These demons are gonna be 1, 2.
Okay.
Actually, Summer's Residence. Okay, that's hard. These vampires are moving out here.
It's like West Side Story. We have 2 different gangs just roaming around.
Yeah.
Except nobody's dancing.
This guy, I haven't moved him yet. He goes here.
That's fine.
He moves. Okay, so they've all moved. They're all grouped together now.
Alright. We gotta just search for items and kill them.
Yeah, if we can kill the master, then it doesn't matter if they die, which is a very, very pessimistic way of looking at it.
Alright.
All right.
My items are flipped.
So we need a steak and garlic, and we need a garlic and... Oh, and shuffle this all back in together.
Okay.
We forgot to do that, which I guess maybe balances out for the... It might balance out for the things we forgot that would have made things worse.
We need a ton of items.
Well, then I think maybe Giles should use a special.
Immediately?
Immediately.
So then it will activate whatever the master's ability is, right?
It will, but we need items.
Alright.
Well,
go ahead.
I'm just thinking.
I trust you with whatever you want to do.
We're gonna need to do the special event. Well, we don't. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
I'll just draw 2 because we may get lucky.
What do you got?
I have garlic
Garlic?
and a tome.
Alright. If you pass the garlic down the chain, that way we can just at least see who gets what, and then we can just give it to the person to fight.
I think I'm also.
Use the tome?
Yeah, I'll use the tome. I'll discard it. Draw an artifact. It could be a bad one though.
What is a bad artifact?
There's the one that I remember is the Jewel of Amara,
Okay.
which I think makes vampires immune to being killed for a round.
Why is that an artifact?
Or it's in the show.
No, I know it's in the show. I mean, like, why would you choose that?
Oh, you wouldn't, but if by discarding a tome, you only draw 1.
Okay.
So you might accidentally draw that.
Draw the item. Okay.
Fortunately, this is actually a pretty good one, actually.
What'd you get?
I drew the Glove of Menegon,
Oh, cool.
which I fight to check, and if I get one of these 2 symbols, I can slay 1 baddie in an adjacent location, or slay up to 3 baddies in adjacent locations and place 1 wound on the apocalypse track.
Nifty.
So, if I move, well, Giles, maybe I want to trade my garlic.
Just pass it down the chain. That way, if Buffy gets it, she
Yeah,
can pass it down the chain.
that's a good idea. And then maybe next time Giles moves.
Okay.
So that was my basic action there.
Alright, Buffy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Buffy is going to do a search. See if she can get the items needed. Steak and weapons.
Alright, steak and garlic is one of the 2.
Yep. All right. So I'll discard this weapons because I can't have more than 3.
Alright.
So I can't do a fight action yet. I have to wait.
But you can pass them down to Willow.
I could. Yeah.
Sweet! Willow will ditch these 2 items. And pray. What do I need?
So you ditch these 2, right? You need a pentagram or an ankh.
It's an evil eye. Because of course it is.
Of course.
Alright.
Uh,
Alright, Angel's action is he's going to search. You got a stake and a weapon. He dishes the weapon, he gives the stake off to Giles.
Okay.
And so the chain continues.
Yeah.
You cannot break the chain. Alright, Giles.
We need garlic.
What you gonna do, Giles?
Well, I think what I'll do is I'll trade this to either Will to one of you. Well, I'll trade to one of you. And then I guess I just I'm gonna do my special.
All right, draw the 4. 1.
We have holy water.
Oh, a ton of holy water.
Yeah. Okay. I'm discarding these,
Okay.
and I'm getting rid of.
The other tome?
Yeah. I'm getting rid of this because it's useless.
Useless, yeah.
So okay, I have 2 holy waters.
Okay.
And now we reveal an event.
All right. So what's the symbol?
It's an all-seeing eye.
All vampires move.
Oh, okay. We can choose where they go. So
We just move them all in a cluster.
yeah, move all these guys here.
Okay.
I think I should. Yeah, I'm gonna move him here because if we, we're all staying here, but
Yeah.
if we had used this location's ability, we could move a townie to an adjacent space.
Cool.
This guy is going here.
Right. That guy goes to.
I'll just send him here, and these guys, whop.
Okay.
All right, so demon at Shadow Valley Vineyards.
God, I love the vineyards.
We have no more demons, so we just ignore it. A vampire at the magic box. We have no more vampires, so we just ignore it.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, that's what the rules say.
Oh, okay.
We don't succumb to anything. If there is currently at least 1 vampire sharing a location with a character,
Santos, hello. It's great to
add
see
a
ya.
wound token to the apocalypse
Thank you so
track.
much for the bits. We don't currently have sound on our video chat on the big TV, but thank you so much for the bits. We're at the final stretch. We're trying to beat the master in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer game.
Yeah,
But
he's very, very tough. We keep
drawing the wrong cards.
drawing the wrong cards. It's frustrating.
Now we're just basically making a chain of passing stuff down to try to hit him.
All right, so that's all that is, which wasn't bad. So
Pass the holy water to the person on your left.
pass to Buffy. Well, I'll just pass her 1 because she only needs 1.
Alright.
And then Buffy is just going to do another search.
Can't break the pattern. The pattern is life.
Draw 2. We have garlic.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Get rid of this.
Yes.
Oh,
so
and
if you're just turning into the stream now, basically
keep the stake. Get rid of weapons.
It's Sunnydale from the Buffy show. There's multiple baddies of the week. We managed to kill 3 of them early on, very luckily, because they all spawned in an area where we were grouped up together and could just gang attack.
Yep.
So the master spawned, and immediately things went horribly.
Horribly bad.
So now we're going to try to kill the master. So pass the items, I think, over.
Yeah. So I have a steak. I have a steak, garlic, and so I could either give you garlic and steak or garlic and holy water. Which effect card is worse? We want to get rid of that one.
Let's go with the holy water one because
Okay.
we already have another holy water. We just need to get another garlic.
Okay. So go with this one.
Go with that one. So.
All right. So I'll give you holy water and garlic.
Willow dishes.
To do a fight action, and we need an ankh or a pentagram.
Evil eye. Not even funny anymore. The way it works in the combat is, for those just tuning in, each card has a symbol, like this is an evil eye symbol. To beat the baddie, we need to get the symbols corresponding on the card, and we're not getting those symbols ever, because this is just bad luck.
Oh.
Willow's turns over. Angel searches. Draws 2.
Okay.
He got a stake in magic. He's ditching all of his items. Stake in magic. And he'll use the magic supply to heal.
All right. Take a wound off the apocalypse track. Good idea.
There you go.
So actually, I'll take this one off. All right. So then we just move everything
down. No.
Well, I mean, it's good because we removed a wound, but it's yeah.
All right, your turn, Giles. What's your big plan this time, Giles?
All right. Well, we have holy water. I have a steak. We need garlic.
You just get a ton of garlic, Giles. It's worked so far.
All right. I'm doing a search action.
Okay. Oh, this is horrible.
We have garlic.
Okay.
All right. So
Pass them all to Buffy.
discard the weapons. I'll pass the garlic and the holy water to Buffy.
Okay.
All right. Buffy is going to do a fight action.
Okay.
And we want to go for which one do we want to go for again? They're both the same symbols are both.
Garlic. It's up to you. Let's go for the. I don't know. It's up to you. Which one's worse? They both have the same win condition for them, so it doesn't even matter.
I actually
you just get rid of one.
either of these wouldn't really do anything. So let's just go with the holy water and the garlic.
All right, go ahead. Because we have. Oh my God. All right.
All right. So we. All right.
There's not an evil eye.
We have an Ankh!
Yay!
That is defeated.
Okay, now we just need one more garlic.
One more, and we need steak and garlic. Do you have any steaks, Willow?
I have a steak.
All right.
Willow doesn't have a steak. Don't worry about it, because her last action, she's going to search.
Now we have to do an event check for that, right? Because it was your special?
Yeah.
No garlic, huh?
No garlic. Vampire at Rosedale Cemetery.
We have no... They just stay there.
Okay. Demon it, yeah, it doesn't matter. If there's any vampires adjacent to a character, they move to that character's location.
Nope.
Nope.
What was the symbol?
Is an Ankh.
Okay, so add a townie to the apocalypse check, or choose one character to permanently lose a basic action. I'll just do that.
Not Giles. Giles is too important.
All right, so Buffy.
Buffy.
Yeah.
Just because items are so much more important at this point.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone's got a steak. Yay!
We need garlic.
Angel searches. Drawing 2. Steak and weapons. Worthless. Go.
Giles does a search.
Oh God, here you go.
Steak. There aren't a lot of garlic cards in this deck.
Why?
Two steaks.
We got too many steaks now.
Yeah.
We have all the steaks.
All right.
All right, and what now? No.
Yeah, and so now it's Buffy who uses her special to do a search.
Oh God.
And no garlic.
Oh no.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna discard this.
Right.
Grab an artifact. Maybe we grab something that'll help us.
What is it? Crossbones?
It's useless.
Oh no. What was it? A cross?
It was a cross.
Oh, for tomes. Okay.
But now we reveal an event card.
What is it?
A demon, doesn't matter because they're all on the board now.
They're on the board.
They're all on the board now.
Oh no.
A vampire lurks at Restfield Cemetery.
Don't matter.
Place this card beside the game board until the end of this round. City Hall cannot be activated. All right, fine.
Doesn't matter. Nobody's
Doesn't
going
matter.
there.
All right. And
Will
then we gotta do the master because it was a pentagram. So spawn a vampire per character evenly distributed in cemeteries. Doesn't matter, they're all out.
Okay. Yeah. Angel searches. This is all for next round. I got garlic.
Sweet.
We have garlic for next round. I'll ditch a cross. Who cares? Who cares about crosses?
All right. So we can pass that off to Giles, and you can do a fight action, right?
Well, you're out of action. Next round.
Oh, next round. Well, yeah, next round.
Okay.
I have to
This is probably the final round of the game.
I'm discarding this tome.
Nobody wants the tome.
All right.
Stacking the deck with garlic.
So the monsters activate.
You do that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So this guy's dead.
Okay. Don't matter.
She dead.
Don't matter.
And then they all moved to the nearest townie, none, so they moved to the nearest characters. So I guess Voom, 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 and then 1, 2,
Okay.
and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. They're all converging on the Hellmouth now.
Because we're going to kill the master.
Yeah.
We have to kill the master. No matter what, we got to kill the master.
Alright.
Alright.
And, sorry. This doesn't matter, I don't think, at the end of the day. Yeah, because we all tried attacking the master, no vampire slaying. No vampire slaying. Yeah, okay.
This is the most ridiculous game of Buffy the Vampire Slayer possibly ever.
Probably.
Because we
it's
rushed
like
through the first round.
Taking out the baddies and the monsters of the week was like really easy, but the master, he's like, you shall not pass.
Quiet out, and this is apparently the easiest of the.
He's the easiest of the main big bad villains.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like in the game, if you try taking on the first evil,
it's game over.
Well, if you try taking on the first evil, you can fight him in any location on the board, but you have to defeat 4 of his plot cards.
Oh, okay. Because he's the big evil. He's too big for the city.
Yeah.
All right. Buffy is now first player.
Yeah, she is.
Do you want to trade?
Yeah. We're gonna do a trade.
Okay.
We're gonna do a trade. Get rid of that weapon, or trade the weapons. She gets garlic in the steak.
All right, Buffy.
All right. Then
I believe in you, Slayer.
She's gonna do a fight action.
Come on, Slayer.
Get rid of these.
All right, let's see.
We need a pentagram or an Ankh.
Ankh! Yeah!
The master is.
We have slain the master. Oh my god.
We avoided the apocalypse.
That was just a sudden shift of everything.
Now, the other thing about this game is at the end, they actually have rankings.
Oh.
So we would be considered townie rank, which means we survived, but that's about it.
Well, I mean, what could you expect from immediately? I underestimated the power of the bosses, honestly.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be much simpler than it was, but.
Yeah, I like this game, but it can get really bad really fast when the big bad is revealed.
I feel like 4 was a good idea for the number of
Yeah.
characters to use.
I think you can play up to 6 though. Like all the
Yes.
characters can get involved.
6. Any expansions or anything on the way?
I have heard that there is an expansion. I'm just gonna quickly check my phone, but I'm pretty sure there is one already out or coming out soon. It has Faith on the box, and it's called Friends and Frenemies.
Okay, so I'm assuming Seth Green's character, the werewolf.
I would hope so. Oz.
Oz would be cool.
I would hope so, and I would think maybe Riley.
Riley would be good. A lot of characters.
Maybe one of my friends is hoping that Tara gets added to the game.
Okay.
But I would also think maybe like Anya. So I'm just checking. Buffy.
And for those wondering, yes, this is our continuation for the Halloween month. It took me a while to figure out, because honestly, I had no ideas, because Andy just dropped on me, hey, we're not going to show up next week. So I was like, oh, I was either going to bring out a solo game and just try to pass it off as horrific. But I'm glad we got to play Tim. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I when he invited me, I was like, I haven't played Buffy in a while. This is a great chance to play Buffy.
You get to show it off, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, actually there is an expansion. It's Buffy the Vampire Slayer: Friends and Frenemies.
Awesome.
And Faith is on the front of the box.
Wicked cool. Oh my
God.
I
People might hate me for saying this, but I actually like Faith's character better than Buffy's character.
It's whatever. Buffy kind of just became like character. The fantasy, you fulfill yourself as being Buffy.
I mean, Buffy's awesome. She's the Slayer, but Faith has a really interesting character arc.
It's kind of like Vegeta versus Goku.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Where's the garlic weapon artifact? Is it just like a shrunken head? The gem of no. That's pretty cool. And
like John said, we made mistakes in this game. Like We should have used the big bad's
Ability, like,
special
right
more
away.
often when we forgot.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be an artifact for garlic.
And also, ideally, you probably want to, like, do more of, like, removing bad guys and saving townies. We were just really confident.
Because we immediately killed 3 of the bad guys, and it's like, oh, what's there to worry about? And then the bad guy showed up, and he nearly killed us. And we would have lost if we hadn't healed at all. Which is good. But, man, that was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So, I think we're going to probably call it at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
That was a lot of fun, guys. Please feel free to check back with us next week, because next week we are going to be playing with Amanda and Andy again. And it's going to be Fury of Dracula.
Ooh, that's a good game.
That's so much fun. We played it before. Amanda wasn't around to be able to play it, but this time we're going to have everybody hopefully have a fun time. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm just immediately just like drained. I had to work in the rain today.
Oh, yeah.
That is just immediately like on top of it's like putting a hat on a hat and tired.
Yeah.
But anyway, everyone, thank you so much for viewing. If you're looking back on this in the YouTube VOD, I think we still have the link below for donations for our Extra Life. Feel free to donate if you wish to for the good cause, and definitely check us out on the 25-hour in November.
Oh, actually, before we cut, I was told that I could plug this organization that I'm a part with, if that's okay. Yeah.
That should be fine. I'm going to really quick transition us to full view. You want to talk about it real quick?
Yeah, it'll be really quick. So I work for an organization called the Geek Merchants Guild.
Okay.
It's actually we're not technically an organization yet. We are working towards nonprofit status, but we're not there yet. But we're very close. We're just working on some details. But what we aim to do is we are aiming to help anyone, whether it's a business or an individual, further their entrepreneurial pursuits that has anything to do with fandom or geek related stuff.
Okay, cool.
So if you're working on a project, or if you created a product that has something to do with something fandom or geek related, and you need help selling it, getting exposure, anything like that, feel free to contact us. This is the information on the back of our card. You can read up on us at geekmerchantsguild.com. We also have a Facebook page where you can message us. And definitely get in touch with us if you want to help. If you want help with the project, or if you want to, help us help people with their projects.
All right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, guys. So we're gonna cut it now. I hope you guys have a great night.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me, John.
No problem, bud.
Have a good night,
try
everybody.
To see if we've got anything going on in the future. Maybe you'll be back for a future episode.
Sure.
We'll see what's going on. All right, and let the credits roll. Bye, everybody.
See ya.